The cornfield. According to the old stories, Choctaws and Chickasaws were once the same people. Eons ago, they emerged from the underground world to the surface at Naniwaya in Mississippi. Two brothers, Choctaws and Chickasaw, led two groups in different directions. Those who followed Choctaws became known as Choctaws or Choctaws, and the others were Chickasaws or Chickasaws. Non-human entities followed the Choctaws on their forced removal in the 1830s from the southeast to Indian Territory. The Kowe Anukasha, the Little People, Champes, and Kashehotapalo, the Deer Man, trailed over land, out of sight. Other non-humans, such as Hashak Okwa Huiga, Grass Waterdrop, and Nalusachito, the huge black one, knew the underground well and kept pace with the humans from the dark, subterranean passages. The shape-shifting opas, the great horned owls, followed the haggard emigrants from above. Most of the entities liked to tease and annoy the Choctaws, but of all the entities, only the evil opas, the great horned owls with yellow eyes, took pleasure in tormenting and killing them. West of present-day Eagletown, Oklahoma, 1835. Ellis Crow made a horizontal slice under the squirrel's tail, then made 2 cuts over the rodent's hips. He laid the small animal on the ground, belly up, his right foot on its tail. He took hold of the back legs, then yanked upwards. Most of the hide ripped free of the carcass in one motion. Then he tugged on the skin of both legs and threw the smaller pieces of pelt into the trees. The furry bits hung on the branches like Christmas ornaments. He cut off the head, pushed it to the side because he favored the brains, then severed the 4 feet and scraped them off the table and into the dirt. Varmints would eat those. Then he slit the animal up the middle and pulled out its guts. Those also sailed into the forest. 5 more cuts, and he had severed the limbs and cut the torso in half. He tossed the meat into the kettle of hot water sitting over the small fire. Ellis started to crack open the skull when he heard the rhythmic squeaks of wagon wheels. He smiled. It had been a few weeks since anyone came down his road, and Ellis missed interacting with his inferiors. He watched as 2 horses pulling a wagon came around the curve 25 yards from his house. The driver pulled up his team and scanned the intersection. The man could steer his horses right and go east, but that road was deep-rutted and grown over with vines and small oaks,